Hello, my name is Krystal Schouten. I am the owner and trainer at Family Life Fitness, a certified core confidence specialist and master trainer, a Fit for Two pre-postnatal specialist, and CanFit Pro fitness instructor. Family Life Fitness was inspired by my two boys, Henry and William. Fitness has always been a part of my life, and I wanted to share my love of fitness with them. I also wanted to make it my mission to inform women about their bodies in pregnancy, postpartum, and beyond. And you know what? I'm doing it. My passion and expertise is with women's health and fitness. I teach group fitness classes and run multiple online programs. I specialize in prenatal, postpartum fitness, and pelvic floor health. I always say, once postpartum, always postpartum. No matter what your age, understanding and being aware of your body will benefit your health and well-being. Let's talk about your core. Most people think the core is made up of their abs and lower back, but that's only half of the true core. The core is made up of the diaphragm, transverse abdominis, multifidus, and pelvic floor. We call this the core four. Your diaphragm is a sheet of skeletal muscles that separates the heart, lungs, and rib cage. The diaphragm is involved in breathing as it contracts and relaxes with each inhale and exhale. Your pelvic floor is a sling of muscles that inserts from the front of the pelvis to the tailbone to help support the pelvis and spine. The pelvic floor works together with the diaphragm. As you inhale, the diaphragm lowers to pull air in as the pelvic floor descends. Upon exhale, the pelvic floor muscles spring back up to their resting place. The multifidus are mid-deep back muscles located on both sides of your spine. Their function is to support and protect your spine all day, every day. The transverse abdominals are the deepest abdominal muscles and act like a corset, inserting into the multifidus. You use these muscles each and every day when you breathe. The core four muscles are all connected in some way. The action of one affects the other. The muscles should synergistically connect 1 to 2 seconds before you go into any action, like picking up grocery bags. A dysfunction in any one of the four areas can cause weakness and slow down the anticipatory effects, causing an overuse in other areas. Overuses can create issues like back pain, hip pain, mummy tummy, incontinence, and prolapse. There are many types of core dysfunctions that women deal with daily. Some may have symptoms associated with these dysfunctions, others may not. Have you ever said, "I leak too, it's normal though once you have kids"? I tried the Ab Last 2000 program and I've been doing it every day, but I still have a pooch. My doctor said I would need surgery to fix my tummy. I feel like I have to pee all the time, but only a little bit comes out. All of these comments are related to core dysfunctions. Let's talk about the most common types of core dysfunctions. Diastasis recti, abdominal separation. In pregnancy, as the baby and belly grow, there is increased pressure on the linea alba. Over time, the linea alba thins and stretches, allowing the two rectus muscles to move away from the midline. This distance increases in pregnancy as a natural response to the growth of the baby and uterus. In approximately half of women, the rectus muscles return to their position once the baby is born. But about 40% of women have diastasis recti at 6 months postpartum. A mummy tummy or mom pooch that never goes away is a symptom of diastasis recti. Whether you are 6 months postpartum or 16 years postpartum, it is a cause for concern. While the pooch is what women dislike the most, it is the loss of function and inability to create tension in the core that can create conditions such as back pain, pelvic girdle pain, and pelvic floor dysfunctions. The abdominal wall plays a role in managing pressure and forces in the body. If you cannot generate and maintain tension using the abdominal wall, your ability to transmit force from your upper body to lower body is compromised. You may wind up compensating and overusing your obliques, hip flexors, and other muscle groups. If you have a DR, there are certain exercises that should be avoided. Focusing on core breath along with safe core exercises can help to build tension in the abdominal wall and say bye-bye to the pooch. Another very common but not normal core dysfunction is incontinence, the inability to control urination. This means any unwanted loss of urine at any time and at any amount. There are 5 types of incontinence. Stress urinary incontinence, the most common type of incontinence, affecting close to 50% of women with pelvic floor challenges. When you laugh, cough, sneeze, or exercise, stress incontinence is caused by damaged or weakened pelvic floor muscles as a result of pregnancy, childbirth, or hormonal changes from menopause. Urge incontinence, common in older women as a result of involuntary contractions of a muscle in the bladder. The result is an urgent and frequent need to empty the bladder, even when it's not full. This type of incontinence is often due to surgery, nerve damage, lifestyle and diet habits, or other conditions such as fibroids or tumors. Mixed incontinence occurs when a woman suffers from more than one type of incontinence at the same time, most common being urge and stress, especially in older women. Functional, being aware of the need to urinate, but for one or more physical or mental reasons are unable to get to the bathroom. Overflow, a constant loss of small quantities of urine, unable to fully empty the bladder. Many women are embarrassed about incontinence. It prevents them from doing what they love. It affects their quality of life. You do not have to live with the embarrassment. It can be cured. Pelvic organ prolapse is another challenge that women can face postpartum. However, this issue is not exclusive to women who have had children. 50% of childbearing women will have prolapse. Most are unaware they have it due to the few symptoms with the condition in the early stages. The position of the bladder, the uterus, and the rectum are partially dependent on the strength and position of the pelvic floor. A weakened pelvic floor loses its ability to support and lift, which prevents the organs from maintaining their anatomical position. The organs will therefore start to descend, and in severe cases will start to protrude through the vagina. Women with pelvic organ prolapse should avoid impact activities. It is important to see a pelvic floor physiotherapist prior to doing any activity. It is imperative to learn good, deep core strategies to use in activities of daily life and exercise. As well as working with pregnant women and new moms, I also work with women who are out of the new mom stage. Like I said earlier, once postpartum, always postpartum. Even if you are 30 years postpartum, your body is continuing to go through changes. Changes in perimenopause and menopause can affect your overall fitness. You need to be aware of the physical changes like slower metabolism, hormonal changes, and loss of bone and muscle density. This is the time to focus on strengthening muscles, releasing, and stretching. As well as working with a fitness trainer, it is also important to work with a pelvic floor physiotherapist. They will give you a better understanding of your body. Whether you are 8 weeks postpartum or 18 years postpartum, I think it's one of the most important assessments a woman can do. It will pave the way to moving and feeling confident. Imagine exercising without leaking, moving without back pain, or not being embarrassed about your mummy tummy. At Family Life Fitness, I work and highly recommend essential physiotherapy and wellness. Sherry and her team work with many women and have helped them overcome core dysfunctions and live a life of core confidence. Lastly, let's talk Kegels. I remember in my 20s being told to Kegel. Just squeeze your vagina and that's a Kegel. Oh, how myself, along with many other women, were told wrong. Yes, there is a right way and wrong way to Kegel, and I'm going to give you my Kegel tips. Close your eyes and imagine a blueberry at the bottom of your pelvic floor. Inhale. As you exhale, imagine your vagina picking up the blueberry gently. Try not to squeeze the blueberry, and imagine lifting it upwards. As you inhale, slowly release the blueberry back into your pelvic floor. Let's practice 5 Kegels. Keeping those eyes closed and really visualizing that blueberry. Inhale, exhale to pick up the blueberry. Inhale to release. Exhale to pick up the blueberry. Nice and gentle, imagining it lifting up. Inhale, release. Exhale to pick up your blueberry. Inhale, release. Exhale, pick up your blueberry. Inhale, release it down. Exhale, picking up your blueberry. And inhale to release. How did that feel? Was this way of Kegeling new to you? There's so much you can learn and how to incorporate Kegels into your fitness routine. Thank you for taking the time to learn about your core and the options you have out there to be core confident. It starts with a conversation that can lead to getting the help you need. You are not alone. I am here to listen. If you have any further questions about what you learned today, you can reach me at familylifefitness1234@gmail.com.